The Highwind family, a known family of nobles from Landra to the Mistlands. My father was the King of Cantrak, King Eldon Highwind. I also had a sister named Bliss Highwind who, well, she has her own story worth telling. I was born and raised in the castle on the mountain cliffs of Cantrak. Here I learned to hunt, fight, and ride with my uncle Yaroon Highwind. I would try and follow in my father's political responsibilities, but I do not enjoy the enclosed feelings it brought upon me. I would spread my arms as I walk into the fields of Diaquena, and soak in the freedom and fresh air of the wild. One day, laying down in the grass, I looked to the side and saw sails on the horizon. Dark sails and a crew that looked to be on their last legs. This day was the day it all began.
Andur Highwind quickly rushes to the shore to aid in their arrival, and guards would come from the gates shortly after. The ships were of the Northerners, people that would keep to themselves in the harsh north, except for raids. They had plenty of dead, exhausted, or sick among them as they'd been starving at sea for some time. The guards of Cantrak would take a defensive position at the beach, while Andur jumped into the water after the sailors would collapse in exhaustion. He pulls them out of the water and yelled towards the guards.
What are you all standing around for? They're not bloody warriors, they're dying!
The guards look at each other confused before rushing over to help him. King Eldon and Jaroon quickly arrive with more of the army to help. His father and uncle notice the effort of Andur taking charge to the aid of the Northerners, him being far too busy to notice them. They would set up tents and fires with food for them outside the gates in the fields of Diaquena. Andur went around providing cloth for warmth and seeming very surprised and frozen at the sight of how many dead lay against the other side of the camp. Never had he seen so much pain and death in his life. Andur snaps out of it to the screams of one of the Northerners in a tent behind him. He rushes over to look as a medic tries in vain to put one of the Northerners' legs back in place.
What happened to him?
It's okay, my lord. I'll take care of it.
Your fucking heavy shits you call guards stepped all over me in your heroic rescue.
Andur is surprised by his aggression and struggles to respond, but the medic puts a thick stick in Olvar's mouth.
I am so sorry. The pain makes you say things sometimes that you shouldn't.
No, I understand. It was less than calm out there. Anything I could do to help, anything at all.
Oh, okay. Hold his leg.
He does not hesitate before holding it, and Olvar growls through the stick in his mouth at him. She holds him down before nodding to Andur as they pull his leg back into place, letting go and watching to see if he's okay. Olvar rolls around in pain while the medic attempts to hold him, but otherwise he seems fine, his pain dwindling. Andur holds up his hand, informing them to wait as he rushes out of the tent. They look confused at each other, but wait for him to come back as he brings 3 full mugs, smiling as he hands them all the brew.
Well deserved, man. Drink up now.
I shouldn't really.
Oh yes, maybe not.
He takes her mug, while Olvar chugs his in one go. Andur taps the mugs together before starting to drink himself.
Here's to your health, and a new home to call your own.
Guards and Northerners alike turn, looking confused at the cheering and laughing coming from within the medic's tent. They would all soon build makeshift wooden walls outside the city's perimeter that would become the refugee district of the Northerners. Andur would spend many days himself helping them build and making sure that they would be okay. He found a likeness in these people as himself. He felt at home.